Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Gosei Sentai Dairanger episode commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 7, Traitor. And just a little thing, if you do like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. It just means a lot on a small channel like this. But hey, let's get into the episode. The episode opens with Shaddam cursing the Dairangers for reviving the Kiden beasts, with Gara worrying that they need to find a way to stop them. They are interrupted by a laughing as a figure in a carry box surrounded by Copatros appears, and as a red carpet is rolled out and petals scattered, High Priest Riju greets them before saying he has come to help them crush the Dairangers. Shaddam says his help isn't needed, but the High Priest says Gorma is furious and calls out Iron Mask Chuyu. Zados attacks him, but Chuyu deflects his attack, and Riju punishes Zados for attacking. Elsewhere, Ryu is lighting incense with his sister and praying at their parents' grave, as he admits he doesn't see his dad's face in his dreams anymore when he looks up at him. As Shoji and Rin are shopping, a kid floats into the air and goes flying off, but leaping after him is caught by Shoji, as metal beams fall from a crane, narrowly missing them. But as Shoji sends the kid away and checks the cab, nobody can be seen, until Iron-Faced Choyu appears, telling the Rangers to come, blasting them with air as they approach, forcing the Rangers to transform before he punches them away. Rin calls the others on the aura changer, but as Daigo and Kazu arrive, Ironface kicks them from their bikes, and each of their ki attacks are dismissed and reflected right back at them, as Ironface says he uses ki as well. Ironface uses Exploding Great Earthquake, as all but Shoji fall into the chasm, and as he charges in, he is beaten back before being blasted and powers down. As a sword narrowly misses his head, Ironface approaches with a message for Kaku. If he wants to save the other three, come to Jigoku Valley at 3 PM, and if he's even 1 minute late, the three will die. Before disappearing, Ryu arrives and rushes to Soji, who tells him he's too late. Back at HQ, they are explaining to Kaku about the attack and ask if he knows the man. Kaku explains that 6,000 years ago, there were a team of Dairangers, and Chuyu was one of them, but he gave himself to the Gorma, betraying his team. Ryu says he will get him, blaming himself for being late, as Kaku walks past, telling Ryu to follow. Descending to another room, Kaku locks Ryu in, saying it's his job, and telling Soji to stand watch and not to let him out until he returns. Ryu is pleading with Soji to be let out, but as he refuses, Ryu notices a window in the room. As outside, Shoji hears glass breaking, and on going in to investigate, he's knocked out by Ryu, who races to the meeting point. In Jigoku Valley, Choyu waits with the 3 Dairangers, gagged and chained to post as Kaku arrives. Kaku asks why Choyu betrayed them, and he says he betrayed them for true power. Not wanting to talk anymore, they prepare to fight. Evenly matched, neither can gain an advantage until Kaku is distracted by Ryu as he tries to free the captured Dairangers and takes multiple hits. Ryu transforms and rushes to attack, but is taken down instantly. And as Ironface prepares to kill Ryu, Kaku shouts that he is Churyu's son, and the blade stops before striking, as the episode ends. So, there's a Star Wars style cliffhanger to end on. Okay, it's not Luke, I am your father, but Churyu, he is your son. I think that left a few people surprised, and not just the people in the episode. First time watching it, I was kind of like, whoa, really? But, you know, he is the original Red Dairanger. Obviously, you know, we now find out that there was another team of Dairangers 6,000 years ago. So it's taken the Gorma a while to, like, come back. So makes you wonder how Kaku can know all this stuff. I'm pretty sure it gets explained later on in the series, but I can't remember for the life of me because it's been quite a few years since I last watched it. It's kind of a shock of just how easily Iron-Faced Churyu wipes the floor with the 4 Dairangers. Obviously, Ryu's late because he was visiting the grave of his parents with his sister. There's no teleportation of this, so that's gotta be kind of tricky. It's like you can't go anywhere or do anything, and even personal stuff like visiting a grave puts you at risk of like not being able to join the fight, which he gets blamed for by Shoji later on. Another interesting thing is this: the first mention of a higher power than the Triumvirate. And of course, we've seen the Triumvirate come in and use their powers and like hurt the Rangers either 1-on-1 or 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 or something like that. But now we're finding out that there's higher ups because they're being told the Gorma aren't happy. Gorma isn't happy with your progress. So there's obviously higher up. They have bosses. And potentially Archbishop Saw is either a boss or a similar level to them in the hierarchy. Obviously, like the whole thing I said about like Red betraying the other Dairanger 6,000 years ago, that's a hell of a thing. Like, oh, by the way, you guys are like the second team of Dairangers. By the way, Ryu, your predecessor, who turns out to be your dad, he betrayed the whole team and led to them all getting killed. But hey, I'm sure the phrase like father like son doesn't mean anything this time around. And also gives a whole new meaning to the term cradle snatcher. Considering he's like 6,000 years old and his missus would have been 20, 30 years old. That's a little bit of an age gap. I love the fact that Kaku, instead of letting Ryu go and try and save the other Dairangers with Shoji's help, ends up just like going, yeah, I got a special job for you, come with me. Shoves him in the room, locks the door, and just tells you, guard this door, don't let him out, I'm off to have a fight. It's like, what the hell? I mean, damn. Okay, we then find out he's trying to protect him from his own dad. But wow, that's cold. But also, I mean, we're used to all these fights where, you can see all the wah, 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 wah. You can see all that. I don't know why I just did that. I mean, where's the wah, 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 wah? There is no wah, 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 wah in Sentai. Or if there is, I haven't seen that episode yet. But, Kaku and Chuyu are fighting like Z warriors from Dragon Ball Z with the movements. And I love the way they sort of transition to that with a bit of, like the animated like it's a great little bit, but it also goes to show how fast like their fight is supposed to be going, that even what we're seeing on TV is too fast for us to know what's really going on. Obviously until Ryu causes the distraction and like Kaku gets like injured. And then of course you get the Ryu, Chuyu, Ryu's your son, just he's about to kill him, and it's like, whoa, he's like whoosh, and just like the blades like, and it's like, yeah, that was a close one. And he just stops. And of course that's where the episode ends. It's a hell of a cliffhanger. Especially when the next episode is just going to be like, whoosh, and Ryu's dead. Possibly. But then again, it's Sentai, I doubt it. It's a kid's show after all, even if it is Japanese. Power Rangers trivia. Now, Iron Face Chuyu never appeared in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. However, part of his armour did. It was resprayed and used for the Plague Patrol, which was Count Dragon's versions of the putties. It was like his disposable army on Edenoi. which should be a big enough clue. It was the soft pilot for Masked Rider. I can't remember if it was a 2 or 3-parter. Episode A Friend in Need, which had the Power Rangers travel to another planet where they met Prince Dex, who, of course, is Masked Rider. Which, I'm guessing producers or the directors were impressed enough by it. They went, okay, yeah, like, take your Masked Rider thing and make a new show. Which was just not a good idea. I swear, Big Bad Beetleborgs was better than Masked Rider. Ugh. And Kamen Rider's such a good show. Mostly. But yeah. So, the character, Choyuta, never appeared. But parts of his armour were resprayed. So parts of his armour got in. So, yeah. And, of course, the cliffhanger will be resolved in the next episode. So, I'll see you guys then.